Your dreams and you. What are your dreams telling you? Dreaming is a series of images, events, and feelings that happen in your mind while you are asleep, according to the English Oxford Dictionary. And in the Collins Dictionary, it says, a dream is an imaginary series of events that you experience in your mind while you are asleep. Did you have a dream last night? Or did you forget your dream when you woke up? Can you remember your dream? What are your dreams telling you if you remember them? It seems that we all dream at some point in our sleeps, let alone in our lives. Of course, there is also the one we do when we are awake and in broad daylight, like that dream of Martin Luther King. But are our dreams in our sleep trying to tell us something? What if they were trying to warn us of something or encourage us to do something? What if they are forecasting our future? Do dreams come true? My wife told me long ago that her dreams always came true, and most of them did since I knew her 11 years into our marriage. Dreams are messages. In India, a doctor named Swami Sivandana of Rishikesh said this: every dream presentation has a meaning. A dream is like a letter written in an unknown language. To a man who does not know Chinese, a letter written in that language is a meaningless scroll. But to the one who knows that language, it is full of most valuable information. It may be the letter calls for immediate action, or it may contain words of consultation to one suffering from dejections. It may be a letter of threat, or may speak of love. These meanings are there only to one who cares to attend to the letter and would try to decipher it. But alas, how few of us would try to understand these messages from the deep unseen ocean of our consciousness. In my own experience, I always have one kind of dream, where there is action or none, where I actually do something or just a witness of something happening. Then I get two kinds of feelings. It may be a feeling of joy or pain, where I am happy or deeply sad. The other one could be a feeling of fear, which is generally referred to as a nightmare, where I am crying, sad, or scared. Dreams are movies where you may be the actor. The latter occurs to me very rarely, but I do dream very often in my sleep. How about you? Are your dreams short or long? Most of mine are short and present themselves like a movie where I am acting. Surely, sometimes it involves others. It could be a friend, a family member, a loved one, or even an enemy. My dreams or nightmares can also have animals in them. For example, I see lions very often in my dreams, then other times snakes, then birds. But funny enough, I have never been harmed by any lion or bitten by any snake. Some dreams are scenes of drama. I often dream scenarios where I am involved in impossible situations where there's lots of drama and things happening. My last one was a scenario where I was with my family and we were going home on a train, and I was driving that train. But we arrived at a point where there was a big gap in front of the train. So the rails were broken there, cut off, and there was a gap of about 10 meters. Then, to make matters worse, the gap opened up on an uphill curve, which made it even more dangerous. But I never panicked. Soon, I got help from some engineers who came to our rescue. Then, we carried on and reached home safely. But then, the train had turned into a bus the very next day, while someone else was driving it. That was the end of that dream. Many other dreams of mine would be strange in the sense that they involve different things not connected at all and happening in a series of events. Would it be the same for you? I normally do not tend to dwell on most of my dreams when I wake up, but if they are that strange, I would start to wonder what the dream could mean. Was it a message? Or was it trying to tell me something about the future? I then take time to analyze it, and thanks to my broad understanding of symbolism, I can act accordingly. Many people I know come often and say to me, I had a strange dream last night and I wonder what it meant. Others would just say, I had a very bad dream last night, and they start telling me the tale. Psychologists and their thoughts on dreams. Experts in the field of dreams, such as psychologists and dream interpreters, often admit that dreams are linked to emotional or psychological factors. According to Frank M.C. Andrew, Ph.D., psychologists are genuinely divided over the function and meaning of dreaming. Some psychologists think that dreams are nothing more than the result of random brain activity that occurs while we are sleeping, while others accept the perspective of people such as Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, that dreams can reveal a person's deepest unconscious wishes and desires. Do you relate to that? How about those who see dreams as symbolism or of the spiritual realm? Symbolism of dreams. A dream analyst named Ian Wallace from the United Kingdom said, when it comes to the symbolism of dreams, the imagery and symbols we create in our dreams convey us beyond ourselves. They also help us to convey our dream experiences as we express them to other people. In Africa, there are numerous dream interpreters. They tend to classify dreams in two categories, good or bad. For example, if you dream of death in some places like Senegal, they think it is good. So they say, something good will happen. And if the dream involves water, something bad will happen. Nevertheless, being a practical spiritual developer, I always knew that our deepest self is expressing itself while we sleep, and it is definitely telling us something. Dreams from the spiritual realm. What really happens is that while we sleep, our spiritual, some call it subconscious mind, but is really our superconscious being, takes over and expresses itself through images. Since it does not intervene in this manner while we are awake and physically active, even though it could. For example, when we sit down and think about all kinds of things, even flying with our body or visualizing being in a great place we desire, it is called daydreaming. So that expression is talking to our mind, that side of our memory, through images. Afterwards, remembering the dream or recalling it depends on whether we pay attention to the images or not when we wake up. If we do, then we usually decide if it is a message or not, or like many of us do, just ignore it. In definitive, your dreams as well as mine are expressions of our higher self. It prefers to communicate while we sleep, since that is the time when our physical being is motionless. The spiritual always takes over when the physical rests, and vice versa for most of us. But very few of us can be physical and spiritual at the same time. Those images in events in our dreams represent a scene or scenes that take life of their own, whether it results in a feeling of joy, acceptance, fear, or rejection. The images and events have a meaning and can be deciphered and revealed. But the higher aim is to make you aware of something in your life. Whether you take heed or not, only you can decide. I can help you if you feel that your dream or nightmare needs a thorough analysis and explanation. Alpha One, digital entrepreneur, guide and teacher in self-development and spiritual elevation.